Hey, what's going on, everyone? New World Order Survival Guide. Today, I'm gonna talk about hatchets. Um, is a hatchet good for your bug out bag? Is it good for survival? Is it worth it? Is it worth the weight on your pack? Let's discuss it. I know a lot of people are in cahoots with carrying a hatchet. It does have a little bit of weight. Um, Unlike my last show, I talked about the military E tool, the entrenching tool, and I came to the conclusion where this is not worth it for me. It's just not worth the weight in the pack. It doesn't serve its purpose like it should, or at least I thought it would for me. So, no to that. Now, a hatchet, I have a different feeling on. I have right here a Snow and Neely made in the United States of America. So you know it's good quality. I like a hatchet. I would and do have this on my bug out. It's a multi-purpose tool. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's crank it down. All right. There's different kinds of hatchets. Okay. Some of the most common types of hatchets are camp hatchets, which is this one, camping hatchet. Yeah, it's versatile, pretty lightweight, almost about the same as this, but this you have use out of more than that, in my opinion. It's versatile, it's lightweight. Camp hatchets are perfect for general campsite tasks like chopping small logs and trimming brush. They typically have medium-sized heads and handles, around 12 to 16 inches. They also have splitting hatchets or splitting mauls. That's designed for splitting wood. These hatchets have wider wedge-shaped blades right here. More for taking logs and busting them in half. This camping style hatchet is more versatile. It does have that semi-broad wedge. This is more a universal type, and that's why I like to carry this. I'm not going to carry a mauling wood splitter on a bug out bag. It's just, you get more uses out of something like this. Yeah, so it's the broad ones. The splitting hatchets are more heavier anyways, to maximize the force as crashing into the log to split it. They also have carpenter's hatchets or carpenter's axe. I'm not going to get into all that. Throwing hatchets. I'm sure you've seen those before. They're made specifically for sport, recreational throwing. These hatchets emphasize balance and accuracy, so the weight distribution is more balanced. They're typically smaller and lighter and designed to fly. You know what I mean? There's also tactical hatchets, which includes like multifunctional survival tools. They use them in the military, law enforcement, outdoors, man. There's, for chopping, digging, prying, and self-defense. Then there's tomahawks, which some consider a tactical hatchet. I say that tomahawks are basically a tactical hatchet, but tactical hatchets are not necessarily tomahawks because there's different kinds of tactical hatchets. So, regardless, let's get into some of these reasons why carrying a hatchet is such a good idea. For one, look at, there's this blade right here. There's some that have a beard, more so of a beard, coming down, and all those serve different purposes. The shape of the blade, like I said, I like this one. It's more universal, for just straight out chopping, and for various other reasons. They have longer beards, and they serve multi-purpose, and mainly like chopping and clearing out brush and stuff like that. Also self-defense. Self-defense for hatchet, I mean, you can imagine it's pretty self-explanatory. Is it gonna fend off a bear? That's that's a tough one right there. Not typically, no. I mean, if you get lucky on some things, you might be able to do something with it, and depends on your skill level and your luck at the time. You're really not going to hit it in the body, the torso, the arms, or anything. It's going to do any significant damage. I mean, if you're on the ground and bears come on you, make freaking bash his toes, or I don't know, man. Maybe you get lucky and square it off in the face, or I mean, I don't know. It's you're taking a gamble with that one, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do with what you have at the time. Mountain lions. I mean, there's people that kill mountain lions with their bare hands, so this gonna hurt. You just gotta get it in the right spot. But that's not the sole purpose. That's just an additional benefit of having one of these. Is a self-defense for people or dogs or wolf or something. A better possibility of it being effective for a self-defense tool. So another task that you can use this for, out of the typical way of using this tool, is if you're in an urban setting and you can smash locks with these. Smashing locks, and other little odd things like that. This one does have the flat surface right here, so you can pound stakes, nails, whatever. Some have, like a carpenter's one, they'll have like a little niche right here where you can pry nails and stuff like that. For me, I don't think I'll really need that, so I got this style of one. These are heavy duty, man. This Snow and Neely hatchet, this is one of the top rated hatchets made at one particular time. Then they had some other ones from in Europe that are like way expensive. This is under $100 right here. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but I think it was definitely under 100, probably near $80 or so. But they make some other good ones too that are around 50 or even less that has very high ratings. Fisker's being one of them. It's a cheaper price axe, but supposedly they're really good. So these can be used for hunting, food, game processing. Process game with these. These will go through bone. They can go through the joints and chop up. You need a good, if you're carrying one of these, you must carry some sort of sharpening device because you will be sharpening these. But man, I'm telling you, get many uses out of these. Many varieties of uses. You can skin animals with this. I know people probably like, oh, well, I don't know about that. You absolutely can. I've seen it. You just got to keep this blade sharp. You can skin animals. I mean, it's not that hard. You ain't going to be able to fillet meat with this, but you can skin it, break through bones, chop up, portion out the meats and hind legs and whatever else and pack it out. You can definitely use this as a meat cleaver. Very effective for that. A hatchet is very versatile and compact tool. A hatchet is really effective in many different ways. It's a compact tool that can be invaluable in a survival situation. And due to its ability to perform various tasks related to shelter, warmth, food, and wood crafting. Chopping wood, splitting, kindling, limbing branches, clearing out, branches for a path or something, shelter building, chop small to medium branches to build your shelter, crafting tools. You can make, if this hickory handle ever breaks, with this, well, you kind of want to do it before this breaks, right? But you can make other type of handles and stuff for tools such as this. Sharpen, you carve. You'd be surprised how good you can carve with these with the sharp blade. So you can craft tools, different types of tools. You can make spears. You can all sorts of stuff. You can create sparks with rocks, create fire. It's not recommended because you're going to damage this. So it definitely wouldn't be this side. It'd be this. I don't recommend that though. It's just one option, and just in case. And plus, it'd be really hard to do such thing. But yeah. So creating fires, you need a tool. I mean, like I said, you can split logs with this. You can hack back and forth. You can hack stuff. You can build chairs and whatever else you need in a survival situation. Many uses for a hatchet. It's well worth it, in my opinion. Like I said, it's not that much. Get a good, reputable brand. Read the reviews on whichever you decide. You might not want a camping hatchet. Maybe a tactical one is good for you. Maybe tomahawk. I really doubt a throwing hatchet would be beneficial to you in a survival situation. I mean, somebody, you're hiking, you're somewhere, you're bugging out, and somebody comes at you with a hatchet and you're unarmed, what are you going to do? You're going to try to freaking kick rocks. I mean, nobody's going to want to sit there and go heads on with some freaking maniac with a hatchet. No way. I mean, if you got the skills to disarm that guy with a hatchet, then maybe, otherwise it's too much of a risk. So, the same goes, man. You have a hatchet, you have a good defense weapon. You have something, a tool that can make shelter, can make fire, can feed that fire for long periods of time. A hatchet is a hatchet. We all know it's basically a small axe. It's a smaller head on it, smaller handle. It's not going to be as effective as an axe, but an axe is like weighs way more than this. So I say definitely yes for a hatchet. Very versatile, very effective, and it actually works. Unlike this. So 100% for me, my opinion, yes on a decent hatchet. You'd also carry some sort of knife or two. You'd also carry sharpeners for this, because at one period of time, this was life or death for people that lived in the old days. And when shit hits the fan, we're basically going to be living in them old days and have to resort to tools such as a hatchet. You can buy them anywhere. If you can't really afford a real expensive one, like I was saying, I heard nothing but good things about the Fiskars hatchet. You can buy them at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. And they're, I don't know, like $25 or so. Very good. They have different kinds of handles. There's different shapes. There's different shapes of the beard and the thickness and broadness. I mean, hatchets come in many styles, prices. I mean, there's hatchets that go up to like a couple $100. And those are those ones from some of them European countries, Germany, somewhere in Netherlands or something like that, man. But those are super good quality. But I mean, this right here will do everything that those can. So, definitely a hatchet, in my opinion. Tell me in the comments below what you think. If you think it's a good idea to carry this, and maybe you have a specific brand that you like to mention below that you know is very reputable. Yeah, I'm sure everybody else would like to hear multiple opinions on hatchets. What they could do. Maybe I forgot some stuff that that you want to throw in there. So let us know. Please like, share, subscribe. New World Order Survival Guy. Catch you on the next one.